Will Buttler and Chahal be missed?
Oh, absolutely.
Welcome, everyone, to the Cricket PPT.
Yeah.
The Rajasthan Royals. What's going on with them?
Yeah, we are going to take a look at what we think might happen for the Royals in the upcoming season.
Right.
And we have got a bunch of different analysis pieces here, and they all paint, I think, a pretty interesting picture.
Yeah.
So let's start with a quick recap of 2024. I mean, they had that amazing start, right?
Yeah, they started strong, didn't they? 8 out of the first 9 games they won.
They looked like they were going to run away with it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, that's the IPL for you. The momentum shifted.
It always does.
And they finished third, right? I mean, they had that run of 4 defeats and then that abandoned game, and yeah, they still made the playoffs, beat Bengaluru in the eliminator.
Yeah, but then lost to Hyderabad in the qualifier too, yeah.
So, a mixed bag, you could say.
A little bit, yeah.
But it's, progress getting to the playoffs, but those late losses, probably something they want to avoid repeating this year.
Right.
And of course, they've got a completely different coaching staff now as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's a big change.
Yeah.
Rahul Dravid is head coach. Vikram Rathore batting coach, Suraj Bahudali spin bowling coach.
Yeah, a lot of experience there,
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, let's take a look at the retained players.
Yeah, who have they kept?
So they've kept the core of their team, I would say.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Sanju, Samson, Yashasvi, Jaiswal,
Right.
Reelan Parag, Dhruv, Jurel, Shimron, Hetmyer, and Sandeep Sharma.
So these are the guys they're hoping will perform well again this year.
Yeah, and most of them were instrumental, in getting them to the playoffs last year.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
Samson, Parag, Sandeep, they all played major roles. I think we really saw Parag come of age last season.
Yeah, absolutely. He got that India cap off the back of it as well, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. And 13 wickets for Sandeep Sharma as well.
Really important, yeah.
Yeah. So those guys were crucial, I would say.
Yeah.
Jaiswal, his numbers might have been slightly down on the year before.
Yeah.
But he's still a key player for them.
Oh, absolutely.
And since the last IPL, there have been 2 really interesting developments, I think, in terms of the Royals. Sanju Samson has cemented his place as an opener for India in T20s.
Right.
So that's a big shift, I think, for his role. And of course, they released Jos Buttler.
They did.
Who's been their, most prolific run getter, really, for a number of years.
Yeah, so a big gap to fill at the top of the order then.
Definitely. A huge void to fill.
So we talked about Buttler. Who else have they released? Who else is gone?
Oh, alongside Buttler, some other big names that have left the franchise.
Right.
Chahal, their, key wicket taker over the years. Trent Bolt,
Yeah.
who was so good with the new ball, picking up those early wickets, and setting the tone,
Right.
For the team. And of course, the ever-reliable R. Ashwin, the all-rounder, handy with bat and ball.
Yeah, yeah.
So losing those 3, in addition to Buttler,
It's a lot of experience to replace.
that's a lot of experience.
Yeah. So they went into the auction. They had, 41 crore rupees to spend?
41 crore, yeah.
So who did they get?
Well, the big news is they brought back Jofra Archer,
Oh, wow.
the 2020 MVP for the Royals.
Right.
So that's a really exciting reunion, I think, for the fans.
Yeah, if he's fit.
Yeah, that's the big question mark, isn't it?
Yeah, big if.
But if he's fit, he's a potential match winner
Yes.
in any game. Raw pace, can get those early wickets, just changes the whole
Absolutely.
the whole complexity of the match. So that's a huge signing, I would say.
Yeah, signing, yeah.
And they've also bought Mahesh Theekshana and Wanindu Hasaranga.
Okay.
So 2 overseas spinners
Right,
to
yeah.
replace Chahal and Ashwin.
Yeah.
Both Theekshana and Hasaranga are proven international bowlers. Offer control, wicket-taking ability, crucial in the middle overs.
Yeah.
So those are 2 good signings, I would say.
Yeah, good signing.
Their most expensive Indian buy was Tushar Deshpande.
Okay.
They've also signed Nitish Rana,
Right.
former KKR captain.
Yeah.
Brings a lot of experience to the team.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they also picked up the pacer, Akash Madwal.
Okay.
And then the most interesting signing for me, Vaibhav Suryavanshi.
Oh, yeah, the 13-year-old.
He is 13 years old.
Yeah.
So clearly, a player for the future.
Yeah.
He's already scored a century against Australia under-19s.
Wow.
He's performed well in the under-19 Asia Cup.
Right.
Left-handed batter, capable of playing under pressure, and I think,
So they're really looking at the long term.
Yeah,
with him.
the future of our.
Yeah. So let's talk strengths then of this Rajasthan Royals team.
Okay.
What are their plus points?
Well, I think, it starts with the captaincy.
Right.
Sanju Samson has played, 11 years in the IPL now.
Right.
Very experienced. I think he's a very capable captain.
Yeah.
And he's also a very consistent performer at the top of the order.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So, a lot of strengths there.
So he's their anchor?
He's their anchor, yeah.
At the top.
They also have a really good top order in general. I mean, with Samson and Jaiswal and Rana, they've got a really blazing top order, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And left-right combination as well.
Yeah. Left-right combination, which is always good to have.
Yeah.
Samson, the anchor and the accelerator, Jaiswal, with his attacking mindset. They can score runs quickly at the top of the order.
Yeah.
And then Rana at number 3, brings a bit of stability.
Yeah, a bit of experience as well.
So I think the top order is a real strength for them.
Definitely.
They also have a very explosive middle order. I mean, Shimron Hetmyer.
Yeah, the finisher.
The finisher, he can change the game in the space of a few overs.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Jurel has shown that he can perform under pressure, play the big shots.
Yeah.
So, they've got a lot of power in the middle order.
Yeah.
And then you have Ram Parag as well, who's, an all-rounder.
Yeah, a bit of depth there.
Yeah, so they've got a lot of depth in their batting, I would say.
Yeah.
And then if we look at the bowlers, on paper, they've got a very strong bowling attack as well.
Right.
Archer, Sandeep, Farooqi at the start and at the death.
Yeah.
Theekshana as a power play option, Hasaranga to pick up wickets in the middle overs.
Yeah.
And then Tushar Deshpande, who can pick up wickets at all stages of the innings.
Right.
He can be expensive, but he can also be very effective.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I think bowling is a strength for them as well.
Okay, so weaknesses then.
Weaknesses.
Yeah, where might they struggle?
Well, I think one potential weakness is that, they're very reliant on Samson, Jaiswal, and Hetmyer for runs. If one of those guys has an off day, they could struggle because the middle order and the lower order can be inconsistent.
It can be a bit, patchy.
Yeah. So that's one potential weakness.
And what about the spin department?
Yeah. So they've replaced Chahal and Ashwin with Hasaranga and Theekshana.
Yeah.
Who are both, very good spinners in their own right.
Yeah.
But they don't have a dependable
Indian backup
spinner, yeah.
If they come up against a turning pitch.
On a turning pitch, where the overseas spinners are struggling. Yeah. Who's going to come in and do the job for them.
Right.
So that could be a weakness.
Okay. And of course, the big one, Archer's fitness.
Archer's fitness, yeah. I mean, he was their most expensive buy.
Yeah.
But he has had a lot of injuries in recent years.
He has, yeah.
So, if he's fit,
he's
a game changer.
It's huge.
But if he's not fit, they're going to miss him badly.
It's a big risk.
It's a big risk, yeah.
Okay, so if you had to pick a playing 12 for the first match of the season, what would you go for?
Okay, so I think Samson will be the captain and wicketkeeper.
Yeah.
I think Jaiswal will open with him.
Right.
Rana at 3, Parag, Jurel, Hetmyer.
Okay.
Hasaranga as the frontline spinner.
Right.
Archer, Deshpande, Sandeep.
Yeah.
And then probably Theekshana or Farooqi.
Right, depending on the pitch.
Depending on the conditions, yeah.
Okay. And then impact players. Who would you have on the bench?
They've got a few options, Shubham, Dubey.
Yeah.
Vaibhav, Suryavanshi, maybe one for the future.
Yeah.
Akash Madwal, the other pacer.
So overall, then, how do you see them doing?
I think, they've got a lot of match winners in their squad.
Yeah, they do.
So they could be very dangerous,
Right.
regardless of the opponent or the venue.
Yeah.
But the IPL is a long tournament.
It is.
It's a test of endurance.
It's a marathon.
Yeah.
Not a sprint.
And I think, the lack of depth in the squad could be a factor. Yeah.
And that could prevent them from reaching the playoffs.
So it's a bit of a balancing act, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've got this amazing top order, but the middle order is a bit more
unreliable.
Unreliable. And then you've got Archer, who could be amazing, but
if he's fit.
So, we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that's T20 cricket for you.
It is, yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
Well, it's going to be an exciting season, that's for sure.
It always is.
So yeah, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube video.
Yeah, tell your friends.
For more cricket analysis and discussions.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you later.